Welcome back everyone to Pineleaf Plays the Rune-keeper. Now we are going to try to avert a war.
Stay a moment.
Rumor of Averth's capture has come to me. Matthew's fears have merit. The elves of Doyland remember the treachery of Skorgrim Dowhand 600 years ago and do not easily recognize the difference between dwarves. The short reign of Thrain and his son Thorin at Ered Luin was marked by a grudging peace only because their folk kept themselves and did not trouble the elves. Very well. I will help you to rescue Averthal and hopefully avert a war. In these darkening times, strife between enemies of Mordor can only serve to aid the Dark Lord. This rescue will not be easy. Return to me when you are ready to depart for the Dourhand camp. Very well, I'm ready.
Greetings.
This will be a difficult task. I will guide you to the place I believe Averthal is being held. We will no doubt have to fight a way through a gauntlet of sturdy Dourhand warriors. We must watch each other's backs, lest we fall. Are you ready to leave? Yep, let's go. And maybe we'll ride.
Langlass prepares to mount an effort to rescue the elf prince Averthal from the clutches of the treacherous Dourhands.
Alright. That's what you gotta say about that? Well, let's turn XP back on before I start this. I need another pocket item so that I could switch that through more easily.
We must hurry.
We should proceed without delay. Together we may defeat the Dourhands and rescue Averthal. There we go. And there's a Dourhand there. Hello Dourhand, here's a present. Yeah, I can be shocking at times. Alright. A good start. Well, a bit of a waste of zap on that. Alright, let's go. And continue this. Now he's saying, now the reason why he's saying it was going difficult when it certainly isn't is, I believe this used to be a group quest way back in the day. In fact, I might have even done it one time when it was a group quest. And now it's a quite easily soloable. One of those things where quests change over time and the quest text sometimes doesn't follow with it. Well, these are level 12 mobs, but that's not that difficult. Especially with a companion with me. Let's rest here a moment. Why? I don't know. I don't need rest.
They know we
Do you
are
need
here.
rest? They know we are here now. The fighting will be worse up ahead. Now, it's time to go! Careful now. We are moving deeper into their camp. Like we're hunting those wascally wabbits again. Alright. Up the hill. Dourhands, of course. Ooh. Alright, that got his attention. Alright, this one. No way. Levels 11 and 12. Reasonable for a level 11 quest. Oh. Bit of a squib there. One moment. I thought I heard something up ahead. Well, yeah, there are probably tower hands up ahead. Alright, or birds. Well, if the birds are greenies, they're not going to be too difficult. Very well. Oh, but we do have tower hands around. Hey, got him before my attunement went down. But my attunement is going down, down, down. Here's a Zach. Ah, yeah, that's a good one. Alright. What, you're stopping again? Thank you. Hello, tower hands. What's the weather like today? Heard there'll be thunderstorms. Nope, no healing. We need all our strength for the coming battle, I fear.
You are a boon companion.
More like a boom companion, I think. This has been a long and dangerous trek, but I am glad to have had you at my side together throughout it all. Come now, let us end this. Alright, let us end this. Hakon Ironfist. You! Deliver Avert to our face, or face the consequence. Fool, did you think we would keep him here? Avert's already taken to Kettleval. He will die, you will die, all our foes will die. How Skorgrim will reward us when we bring us your heads. Yes, sirree. Here, try this. Hey! Who invited that bird?
Our efforts were for naught.
This has been a waste of time and blood. Well, fortunately it wasn't our blood. Neither of which we can afford. Let us discuss our possible paths back at the lodge. Alright.
What can I do for you?
Hurry! We must return! If you say so. Alright, we've returned.
How can I be of service?
This is certainly distressing news. It appears the Dower Hands were one step ahead of us all this while. Ah, well, I suppose we must follow their trail. Kettleval is the center of Dower Hand power, the last remaining town in Ered Luin which they control. Conflict will not be easily avoided there. I guess I have to agree with that, and... Alright, a club I can't use, leggings I can't use, and a staff I can't use. Thank you very much. I guess I could use the money I'll get for selling this.
Might I take a moment of your time?
We must not delay. We must rescue Avert from the Dower Hands before they are able to set sail. The Dower Hands control the port city of Kettleval to the east, and the ship they plan to carry Avert is surely docked there. Killidu is defended by a score of Dourhands, and it is a position of great strength. We cannot hope to attack it directly. If we are to have any hope of rescuing Averthal from Killidu, then we will need help from one who knows the city. I know a dwarf, a Longbeard named Zvanar, who was the harbor master of the port before the Dourhands captured the city. You will find him to the east of here, not far from Killidu. Very well. Meanwhile,
I don't know if you can help me.
an elf named Penglir gave me this beautiful bow, but I've gone and lost it. Or, more to the point, it was stolen from me. The Rangers made a point to stay out of the feud between the Longbeards and the Dourhands, so I was not expecting to be waylaid by brigands out of Killidu. They overpowered me, and as I was looking for a good place to practice outside the town, and stole Penegir's bow. The Dourhands, the dwarves, and Starkoth, their leader, skulk near the walls of Killidu. I knew I wasn't worthy to deserve such a rich gift. I am a failure, an embarrassment to Langlass and to the Rangers. So hapless am I that I dare not fight Starkoth. Can you go forth and take the bow back from him? Right. Well, I suppose I could look for it. If I'm going to be in the area, I might as well have a look-see. I think we're down here somewhere. But first, let's look for Zvanar. If he's around here anywhere. Thought he'd be around here somewhere. Oh, there he is. All right. That's Sigurdor. Here's Zvanar.
I am at your service.
If you want to get inside Kettleville, I'm the dwarf you need. The Dourhands have let my fine harbor sink into filth and disrepair. Any foe of theirs is a friend of mine. A ship came out of the north and has been sitting in anchor for a few days now. From what I can gather, she's called the Irestone, and her captain is a particularly unpleasant-looking Dourhand. There are pleasant-looking ones? If he's planning on taking this elf prince back north on his ship, you'll need to hurry. I overheard the guards at the gate saying that the ship wouldn't be long in port. During the day you'll be too visible, but at night you need not be a burglar to sneak into Kellival undetected. You want to stay clear of night watch, or they'll raise the alarm. Very well. There, we'll need to hurry. Okay, then let us get off of here and start. Yes, let's go.
Avorthal had been moved from the Dourhand encampment to a ship preparing to depart for an unknown port in the north. His rescue is paramount to maintaining peace in Ered Luin.
Yes. Now. Shh, be very, very quiet. Yeah, he's asleep. The problem is I have to keep away from the night watch. If they do, they raise the alarm. Oops. part of the way through. Now, because there's the ship right there. Now, how do they power that ship? I don't see a mast on it. I guess they could have oars on it. That sounds like the next best way of doing it. Uh-oh. Oops. Got too close. Alright, well. Alright. Well. Fortunately, he didn't call too many at once. Still, how do they power this thing? I really don't... Not much of a ship if you can't move it, right? Here, let's see. Very low drat. Oh well. Well, here's the elf.
Praise Elbereth, one who might be of help.
You are here to free me? Skorgrim Dourhan has raised a goblin army in the cleft of Roth Tereg, and unless we stop him, he will sweep through all of the free lands. There is no time to waste, my friend. We will need to defeat the captain and his crew if we are to escape from Keravol with our lives and bring word of the danger which grows stronger within Rath Tereg. The captain will soon return. Quickly, untie my hands, and we need to escape from here.
Praise Elbereth, one who might be of help.
Very well. You are free. Let's get... Oh, well. Yeah, you thought there was a chance that we'd get here before the captain came? Surely you're not that naive. Well, fortunately, he's not as bad as I thought. Of course, he was nastier back when this was a fellowship quest. I remember one time what we did is, we're in a fellowship version of the quest, and one of the ways of getting through there was to swim through the canals, and all the dwarves were yelling at, "There's someone in the water!"
The shadow has risen.
I haven't tried taking the water route in a long time. We must hurry! Skorgrim has assembled an army of goblins within... Yes, I heard about that. And though my rescue should end the threat of war between the dwarves and elves, I fear the goblin army will not long remain within the narrow pass. Let us bring morning out of Keravol and into the light of the morning, and may our chances for peace also shine bright.
May Gavanen.
Let's return. Yes, let's return. And I'm back at the lodge, and I didn't pick up the bow on the way out. Oh well.
What do you need?
Avert is safe, and the promise of peace is much closer than it was. But Ered Luin is not free from the threat of war just yet. We must defeat Skorgrim Dourhan and end his menace. And we must do this quickly, before he can put the second stage of his plan into motion.
Could I speak with you a moment?
I will send word to Matthew Stouthand and Gaislin in Gondomin of Averthal's safe return, and to warn their masters. The free people of Ered Luin must unite if they are to drive Skorgrim and his goblin allies from this land. While Lord Dwalin and Master Duergar assemble their forces, I have an urgent task for you. The goblins have mustered in Rath Tereg, and if we are to have any hope of reaching Skorgrim, we must thin their ranks. Journey to the outskirts of Rath Tereg in the valley south of Gondomin, and speak with the dwarfs there. Ingolfer. He will have more instructions for you. Aid him and Dwalin in Duergar. You may have a greater chance of victory. Yes, assuming I could pronounce the names of any of the dwarves that are there. Now, we will make a quick journey back to the port to see about this bow that I failed to collect last time. And we will take care of that. Back down here. Past the cub. Past the bears. Past them. Dismount. Find if I can find sign of... Oh, there he is right there. Hello! Do you have a bow on you by any chance? Is it given to a man from an elf? No, you shoot arrows, something that you're not doing right now, so I don't see why you have the need of a bow. But you did have it on you for some reason. So I'll return. Hi, cub. I suspect that cub is trying to follow me now. How far? I don't know. I guess curiosity will only take him too far before he decides to go back to Mommy. And I managed to get through there without killing Mommy. What a change! Alright, up to the lodge. Here you go. One bow.
Can't you leave me to my misery?
You recovered the bow from Skakat? You have my thanks. I have not much, but my name. So my name is precious to me. I could not have lived with the shame of dishonoring Penglir's princely gift.
I'm sure it will do no good, but may I speak with you?
I have been thinking. After all the trouble with Skarkak and the bow, I don't believe I am worthy of it, especially since I could not even hold on to it. Please, go back to Penglir and explain why I can't accept his bow. He may still be in Doyland to the south of Gondomit. I am disappointed I'm a disappointment to my own folk and to the honor of Penglir's gift. Alright? So, I need to do that, and I think I have the... Right, and also return the scroll to Dwayland, which is something I've been wanting to do for some time.
Greetings, traveler.
So let us head out for there. And I'll take a brief pause while we do our travel. Here we are, back in Dwayland. And now let's see about these two quests that we can turn in. The scroll and... Oh yeah, I forgot my way around here already. And the sword. Now the scroll has to do with the two brothers that were discussing whether or not to leave. And first, let's see. Here's the brother.
The shadow is on my spirit.
What is this? A gift from Langlas? Rhaegar unrolls the scroll. The Lay of Nimrodel? How could Langlas see this, while my eyes remained blind? This is the Lay of Nimrodel, and Amroth who loved her. A storm took Amroth's ships out of the sea before Nimrodel could join him, and Nimrodel herself was lost in the mountains to the south upon her journey to the haven of Ithilien in the bay of Belphalas. Neither were seen again. Well, that's not particularly happy, is it? Well, alright, we'll take the carrots.
Would you stay a moment and learn of my troubles?
Langlas has indeed done me a great boon by sending this to you. By sending this with you. The Lay of Nimrodel is a sad story which has bearing upon our plight. Please bring this scroll to Toron and have him read the passage. Rhaegar places a small mark beside a stanza and hands you the scroll. If this does not make him understand, then we are fated to part. Very well. Now let's take care of this.
Megovanen.
He feels unworthy? Did Calriant think that I gave my bow to him upon a whim? I did not give him that bow idly at the first man I met.
Will you lend me your ear?
Calriant bears the blood of the Rangers of the North, and the name of a great hero is amongst his forebearers, a man I was proud to call my friend and companion. Perhaps Calriant is young as men count their years, but then all men are young by my count. In ages past I honored my fallen companion with the sword placed at his grave amongst the mounds of the Edain. It may be that the sword can yet be found in the place. It bears the motto of Elvelin, or elf friend of the tongue of men. Perhaps you will find the sword, and that will convince the young Calriant not to spurn my gift. Alright. But that is for a few more levels, since that is a level 15 quest. And that will be in the Barrows, if I remember correctly. But we do have to take this poem back to way down in Killadeem. Yes, we went all the way up and all the way down. So therefore, I think that I will take another pause for a moment, and we will get back when we reach Killadeem. We're getting close to Killadeem, and I thought that maybe I should look at my virtues before we do that, since I completed a few more deeds and doing quests in Ered Luin. So let's go down to the virtues, and I still have the one compassion that I brought up earlier. But I also have now 3 charity, which gives me a good resistance rating, some physical mitigation, and some non-combat power regen. Okay, perhaps the non-combat power regen isn't the best thing to get, but the other 2 look like they may come in handy. And I got that from completing 2 quests, 2 deeds, and that'll improve my virtues a little bit. And now we can talk to Toron.
A shadow is on my spirits.
Does Rhaegar still endeavor to turn aside my path? The elf's eyes widen as he reads the scroll. And cursed the faithless ships that bore him far from Nimrodel. Though it is a sad tale, this was ever a favorite of mine. It tells of Amroth and Nimrodel, their parting, and the coming of much sadness to Lothlorien, home of our kindred. Rhaegar is right. There is much to be done here before we go. I will not carry my pain aboard the white ships and bring it to the west. Thank you for helping me to understand. And therefore next time we'll be back at the lodge where we will head off to our journey to fight the goblins. And perhaps to rid them of this land and to clear them out before Skorgrim Dourhand can start his war. Until then, this is Pine Leaf Needles. So long.